Hello, peeps. Jane in here, favorite holistic Jersey girl. What's going on? So tonight I wanted to come to you live in in the midst of all of this insanity that's going on. I mean, the skies are clearing here in New Jersey. Let me know where you're tuning in from, whether you're live or you're on replay. Let me know. I'll check with my other phone because I can't see who comes live and all that crazy stuff on the same phone for some reason. I don't know why. So there's been a lot of, oh, there I am. There's been a lot of talks about what is actually in the air. I'm going to err on the side of caution. I think there was a lot of chemicals. I don't think it was just a fire alone. I think it was something else to accelerate. There were like 400 fires in Canada. Then there was a fire, two, or I don't know how many fires in New Jersey. I think these were, without having my full tinfoil hat on, I think it was incentivized. I'll just say that. I'm not going to go into it, whether or not you agree or disagree. The issue of the smoke inhalation and the issues it can cause do remain. So I just wanted to share. I'm just watching on here. So if there's people that come on or ask questions, I can see. Actually, I'll just keep it here. So I listened to Joette Calabrese. I want to really encourage you. Joette Calabrese is the queen of homeopathy. She's in her 70s and she raised her kids on homeopathic medicines, no antibiotics, like they're fine. They're into homeopathy now too. And now since I've been learning this, I'm like, this is a whole new world. I mean, I believe in holistic, of course. But as far as medicines, I have completely weaned myself off of Advil cold and sinus. I don't take Benadryl or any over-the-counter medicines like that because there is truly a homeopathic medicine for everything. And to be quite honest, it's very, very, very affordable. So I buy kits, like a basic homeopathic kit. I did a live in here showing you the kits. I have a basic, I have a travel one, and now I'm buying the first aid. So in each of those kits, there's different medicines at different dosages. So just to give you a really quick 101, there are a couple different doses. I stick with 30 is like pretty mainstream, like 30, like let's say Arnica 30 is pretty mainstream. When you use 200, that's stronger. And then 1M is like the strongest from my study so far. So anyway, so Joette's husband was a sailor and he's very familiar with weather. So he said that in a day or two, it should clear up, which, I mean, already, like I said, it's already clearing up in Jersey. I don't know where you are. Let me know where you are and what the state of the sky is, the smoke and all that stuff. I'd love to know. So there's two different things. There's prophylactic to prepare, and then there's obviously treatment. And I think it's very important, if you learn nothing else from this evening, is to prepare. Have these things on hand, like get yourself a kit. It's through Helios. Get yourself a kit so you can familiarize yourself. And then when something happens, like one of my best friends just got a terrible spider bite. It was infected, and it's really hard to treat when you don't have things on hand, and you have to go to CVS and they only get what they have, and it's not really the right remedy or medicine. So she had to wind up taking antibiotics. So it's really important to prepare. So the first is Natrum Murican. So I'm going to put the spellings. It's NATRUM MURICAN. CX is the dose. She said that you should start with 4 pills in 3 ounces of water, and you stir it up, and then you can sip that, every couple hours. And then, that's if you have no symptoms. It's just being proactive. If you do have symptoms, it's going to be specific to how it's presenting. So with homeopathic medicine, you look at the symptom. So what is it? Is it throat? Is it head? Is it chest? You look at what's presenting. So any symptoms at all, you're going to use Carbo Vegetabilis. So that's CARBO, and then VEG is the abbreviation. And you can get that in 30C or 30X. That's the dose. The next one, air hunger. So if you're feeling like you're grasping for air, you can't get air. If it's mild and you're not getting enough oxygen, that's the Carbo Veg 30C. Then if you're prone to emphysema or asthma, Then use the Carbo Veg 30 every 15 minutes to an hour, the first hour, and then every 3 to 6 hours. Look for the tipping point. The tipping point is when things start to improve. So as they improve, you reduce the medicine. So every hour if it's severe, every 3 hours if not severe, and every 6 hours as it improves. The next one is Arsenicum album. That's ARSENICUM, album, ALBUN. That's for burning in your throat or in your chest, your eyes, burning in your eyes, burning in your nose. You want to use Arsenicum album 6 every 15 minutes to an hour. Again, if you can only get 30, get 30, whatever you can get. The website is Boiron, BOIRON, and you can use the coupon code Joette. This is not an affiliate or you're going to get a kickback. This is just, she just has a discount code that you can use. Okay. Next is euphrasia. So that's if your eyes are burning with tears, if your eyes are sensitive, swelling, if you have allergies and there's overexposure to your eyes. That's euphrasia 30 or 200. It's EUPHRESIA. And then next is Arnica montana. Arnica is ARNICA. That's if you're exposed to toxins. So that's pretty much all of us. We're all exposed to toxins, right? Am I right? Can you feel the toxins? I feel them. So if you're feeling achy, if you're feeling beat up in your chest, if any type of pain, that's Arnica 30. Next is Natrum arsenicum. So when nothing is working for smoke, if you feel like you're still feeling like you have smoke inhalation, you still feel bothered by it and nothing else is working, Natrum arsenicum. It's NATRUM, and that is for dry eyes, cough, racking cough, eyes could tear and be dry, red and sensitive. That's 30C. The next one is Kali, KALI, bichromum, BICHROMIUM. That's when you have mucus, it drains, it's sticky, you may have pain in your sinuses, sinus headache, maybe you lean over and you feel the headache even worse. That's Kali bichromum 30C. Okay, the next, there's a few more. Bryonia, BRYONIA. That's for anything respiratory tract infection, irritation, anything with the lungs, anything with your sinus and your throat. If you have like a heavy feeling, if you're feeling pain from the sternum off to the left side, pain in the right shoulder, hacking cough, if you feel heaviness in your chest and you feel like you have to sit up to cough, and if it's worse at night, that is Bryonia 30. Okay, the next is Spiglia. It's I might be spelling this wrong, but you can get the gist of it on the Boiron site. SPIGELIA. That is when pain is in the eye, like someone drove a pick in your eye. That is 200 or 30. And then Spongia is SPONGIA. That's for croup or barking cough. You may start with one symptom here, right? Like your eyes may burn, that may go away, and it may move to your chest. Just take the certain medicine for which symptom is presenting. So if you have burning eyes and you take for burning eyes, the Arsenicum album, and then your burning eyes go away, and then you start to develop a cough, stop taking the Arsenicum album, and then start, depending on what your barking cough, then take the Spongia. So just take it, like as their symptoms shift, you shift with them. One thing that's kind of abstract in a sense, it's not specifically from the smoke, but if you watch the news, first off, don't. Do not watch the news or like mainstream stations. Like I get my news from Telegram, from people who are trusted that I can see like what is really going on. Not what the TV tube wants you to program into your brain, what's really going on so you can discern, you can make your own decisions that's best for you. I mean, yesterday my mom was calling me like insane, worried about me. And I'm like, she must have the news on because I'm just going about my business, looking for solutions and looking to help other people. That's where my priorities were yesterday. So anyway, if you're feeling extreme fear, aconite, ACONITE 200 is good for that. Or anxiety, Ignatia 200. That's IGNATIA 200. That is good for anxiety. And then if you want to get something for anticipatory anxiety, it's gelesium. It's GELSEMIUM. So that's what I have for you tonight. I know it's a lot of information. Look, that's what I did. I took notes, and then I went onto the Boron site. It's BOIRON. Go onto Boron. Stock up on some remedies. If you want to get a kit, that's through Helios. If you just want to get a kit of like common therapies, just get a basic. But these are specific to, allergies, smoke inhalation, lungs, chest, coughing, all that stuff. So if you have any questions, please drop them below. If you know someone who could benefit from this, please invite them into the group. It's very important. I feel like it's very, very important to get this information out. If you want to see Joette, as a reference to what I was speaking about, I shared her on my main profile, so you can have a look at her. She's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So I hope you got some value. I hope that if you're not feeling well, that you're feeling better, and that if you use any of these, please let me know how you feel and how it benefited you and helped you or your family. So once you're prepared, you will worry a billion times less. I'll tell you, that's what happened to me. Once I learned how to treat things at home, I didn't have to worry about going to the doctors. I didn't have to worry about going to urgent care or hospitals, knock on wood. To me, I feel like that's reserved for something extreme, like getting hit by a bicycle or car, like something, God forbid, that nobody wants to do, but something extreme that I wouldn't be able to treat myself at home. Everything else, I prefer to keep it in my own home. Meet other like minds who know that, so I can ask questions and then not bother with any of that drama. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy Friday Eve and have a great night. Ciao, ciao.